Welcome back to the channel, guys, and this is a bit of a catch-up video. A few little points I want to cover, but the first one is Preston Innovations are looking for a new member of staff. Now, I'm a digital content creator for Preston Innovations, so I'm out on the bank filming and doing like social media stuff. I'm doing like stuff for YouTube, which I'm working on today, a Winning Pegs episode, for example. So I'm constantly out on the bank with the guys, Des Ship, Lee Kerry, anglers like that, and we're out all the time, 2 to 3 times a week, filming videos, filming content, loads of photography, loads of really cool stuff. You get to get involved with all the product development and all that sort of stuff. A couple of days at home editing as well. Just a really nice job, really nice life. And what is great news for you guys is there's one of these positions come available, a position for a digital content creator for Preston Innovations. So you'll be working with me, Adam Rumble, Jake Fowles, people like that, our sort of media team. You know, a really good team of lads. We have a great time, you know, we do some great stuff, but ultimately we do a good job. Hard work, but very rewarding work. And, you know, and people probably don't think it is hard work, but it actually is. There's lots and lots to it. So, but that position has just come available. I'll put the little email across the screen here of who you need to get your CVs in for. So we're looking for someone, ideally, with a bit of filming experience, some photography experience, preferably some editing experience, either using Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere. It's up to you which one you want to use. I use Final Cut Pro, but it's what I've always used. But either of those two programs, if you've got an understanding of Photoshop and Lightroom, would be really helpful as well for the photography side of things. Salary is negotiable on experience as well. So, you know, if you're someone like myself who's quite well experienced now in this, then obviously the salary will be a bit higher. If you're new and we can sort of develop you, then obviously the package will be tailored to suit. But it's a really good job. It's working from home, so there would be a need to go to the Telford-based office 2 to 3 times a month. That's all. But obviously you'd be out on the bank working with the sponsored anglers, so a bit of travelling would be involved. But ultimately, it's a brilliant job. You know, we just want to see as many people as possible apply for this. You know, I get so many questions over the years. How do I get involved with Preston Innovations? How do I work in the fishing industry? And we're always on the lookout for people sort of doing the same sort of jobs as myself. There's a few young lads, but it's you know, surprisingly thin on the ground people are doing this like kind of work. So, you know, if you are watching this, you might have your own YouTube channel, or you might have your own social media accounts that you want to send us, so we can have a look. We're looking for potential, and we're looking for a bit of experience as well. So, you know, there's a couple of different ways we could do it. We could get someone like relatively young who's got a real keen eye for it and is looking to develop their skills. We could definitely look at some person like that. But if there's someone out there who's already mastered the craft, who's doing really nice stuff, we'd love to hear from you as well. So, like I say, the email's here. Lewis Porter's the guy to get in touch with. Ping him an email, send him your CV, and like I say, there's a digital content creator position there just ready to be filled. So, good luck everyone, and if you fancy a bit of that, don't hesitate to get your CV sent in, and you might be working with me. You know, what could be better than that, eh? A couple of other things that I just wanted to like chat about before we end this video. Second one is thank you everyone who commented and watched the my latest video with the banjo feeder and the underwater footage. Now, it's certainly got people talking, which is brilliant. It's amazing to hear people commenting. You know, you might disagree with it, you might agree with it. But it's up to you. That's what, you know, the information's there in it, and if you want to take that on and use it in your own fishing, then brilliant. If you don't, then that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's not, you know, fishing's not set in stone at the end of the day. So I know a few very well-known anglers have maybe had a little sort of moan at me about it, but you can't argue with the evidence that's presented in front of you in a lake full of carp, can you? So it's up to you. You can only you can only report on what you see in the actual situation, can't you? So really good response to that. I think it's got 45,000 views already, which is a big number for me. So really thank you very much for everyone who's watched that. I'd love to do more of that kind of content, but with a baby on the way, I'm probably 2 weeks away probably from another baby being born, and time is of the essence. We've got lots of new products coming out for Preston Innovations, so we're really chomping at the bit, getting loads of videos and content done, which is ultimately why we need a second person. So that has been a brilliant video, so thanks everyone for watching that. Thirdly, I watched a video this morning that I've just got to tell you about. It didn't have many views. So I fish the River Nene a lot in the winter, and I walk it a lot in the summer. I've been fishing for chub again in the summer like I've been doing in the winter, and I'm up and down that river all the time, either walking it or fishing it. And it's gin clear, and and the fish obviously move about a lot. Now this video, it's on the Market Deeping St James fishing channel. I think I've got that right. Oh no, Deeping St James fishing channel, that's it, on YouTube. I'll put a link below. And it's I think it's the Environment Agency have done like a survey of the bream shoals along the River Nene. More towards Peterborough end, to be fair, but it involves like Ferry Meadows, Orton, the Nene embankment in Peterborough, and it's ever so interesting looking where the shoals of bream are, how they move into Ferry Meadows and then move out into the river at different times of year and stuff like that. So just amazing that I think they said there's something like 6,000 adult bream that they found on sonars across that stretch, which when you think that, you know, the 6-7 pound average, it's a colossal head of fish, and just made for really interesting viewing. So check that out. The chap said he's got some videos coming with barbel and other species as well, so they'll be interesting as well. So check that out if you're interested like me. I'd love to see, like, learn about fish and their habits and stuff. And what was really noticeable was how the fish year after year overwinter in exactly the same spots. So they'll go off in the summer, do what they've got to do, and then come to the identical spot, even down to the same weed bed in the winter, which just blows my mind how they can find their way back to them same places, but travel for miles and miles. So really interesting stuff. And if you do fish Ferry Meadows, I know a lot of people do, interesting watching as well, because obviously the weights around spawning time are always good. Seems like there's a lot of fish in there, and then the weights just dip. And in that video, it sort of explains why, you know, the fish do actually go out into the river and spend the summer in the river. So really interesting stuff. Another quick one that I just wanted to get out before that, Fishermania. What did you guys think? I watched it on Sky Sports. Didn't get there this year. Adam Rumble went and did some like stuff for the Preston channel on it. Great event. Well done, Harry Bignell. Great lad. I've known him a long time. Real nice lad, and you know, really chuffed to see him win it. Few talking points, I dare say. The coverage was the main one. I definitely saw a lot of people complaining a little bit about the coverage. Now, there's definitely improvements to be made. I must say, I thought Callum Dix did a great job. I saw some comments, people saying, oh, you should have known that he was fishing on the bottom. But let's be honest, unless you know every peg for peg, how would you know? You know, the rest of the lake's 12 foot deep or whatever, and Harry's fishing 5 foot deep in the middle of open water. You would assume he's fishing deep shallow. So I struggle to accept that, you know, people are moaning at Callum for that. I thought he did a really good job in his debut, so well done, Cal. It's not an easy gig, that, especially on short notice. Andy Kinder, I thought, did a brilliant job. And then obviously you've got Keith Arthur, who is the main talking point. Now, we've all got our opinions on him. Maybe we could do with some freshening up, a bit of fresh faces, but you know, Keith is part of the furniture there, and it's sort of I think he does need to be involved in some way. Don't necessarily believe he should be the main focus of it like he is at the moment, but he certainly should be involved some way because he brings a lot of history to that event. But I would love to see some of the younger guys get a shout in that commentary position, Matt Godfrey, people like that. Just obvious candidates, really. So yeah, Fishermania. Well done to Harry. Coverage, what do you think? Comment below. Tell me about the coverage. Ultimately, it's nice to see fishing on Sky Sports, isn't it, at the end of the day? And whatever you think, I would just like to see a bit more of the fishing, and that would be my main gripe. You know, it'd be nice to see a bit more of the anglers actually fishing on the day. But you know, it's a difficult show to film, I'm sure. Now, the final one, it's a bit of a moan on my part. This is now. Over the years, obviously, being in my former job as an editor of the magazine, we were constantly trying to get sponsorship for events, running events, and trust me, it's very difficult. Tackle companies, you know, include ourselves in this, very dubious when it comes to sponsoring events and stuff like that. It's a big financial commitment as well as a tackle commitment and stuff like that. Quite a difficult thing to see how it works for you, you know, how much bang you get for your buck kind of thing. So when we actually do bite the bullet and sponsor things, I'd love to see that sort of recognition. And I don't mean like people saying, oh, fair play, but at least mention us in your match reports and stuff. Saw an angler recently, I won't mention a name, won our event and didn't even have the nice courtesy of putting Preston Innovations UK pole champs, and I just think that's poor form. That is, you know, it takes a lot for us to sponsor an event, and then when we don't actually see people having the courtesy to even put our name in front of the title of the event, I just think that's poor form. on a number of fronts, and it's certainly whenever I report on our anglers winning matches and stuff like that, I never ever take the sponsor of the event away. You know, if it's Maven Match this, Fishermania, if Guru did an event, if Matrix did an event, that's fair play as far as I'm concerned. They deserve that mention on our channel because they've taken the time to sponsor an event. So, you know, and trust me, it's hard to get that sponsorship in the first place. So a little bit of a moan from me, that is, and one that I'll probably get a snotty text about, but I don't really care. So thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll try my best to get on the bank and do some more fishing videos, but like I say, I've got a baby on the way, very busy with work, but we'll do our best and we'll see you again soon. So get those CVs in, guys. Love to see a few of your work and stuff like that, and potential that you've got for this sort of work that I do, and it'd be great to meet a few of you along the way as well. So thanks everyone, we'll see you again soon.